Hey, it's Cortavius back for another Raid Shadow Legends video. It is time to kill Dark Fae, hard 120, speed endgame version. So I'm coming in with speed teams. Our job is to take her down. I will show you 5 different teams. So if you don't like the champs in the first, watch for the second, third, fourth. Hey, there's 5 different teams in here, different champs, different options. I show you the team settings and I show all the builds at the end. Let's kill her. Hey, before we go on, click the link in the description right now and you can get the great legendary poisoner, Narma, along with 3 epics. You get Anax, Mausoleum Mage, and the best epic in the game, Uugo, as you progress. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out Play and Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid, complete the tutorial. And Step 4, go to your inbox, Narma's there waiting. These 4 free champions will give you an insane head start in Raid, so click on that link before it expires. All right, so this is the first team. This is the team I've been running for, I don't know, a couple years now, so at least. And they do the job, they get it done. They fail, but not often, so they get the keys in for me. So since they do take a couple minutes to run through this one, I'll walk through some of the boss mechanics quickly in this one. This is the end game speed version, so I have another version on the channel that goes through all the boss stuff, which if you need a lot of detail, go to that one. But we'll get this one rolling, and at least I'll cover some stuff. So roles of this team, so when we get to the boss, I won't have to stop it there, is Deacon is in here for that speed manipulation. So when we get to the boss, the first thing he does is he puts the turn meter increase on us, turn meter decrease on them, and then his next skill goes right into that, puts the decreased defense down. So that's important. Whoever goes first on your team has to either be turn meter manipulation or control, because if not, your copies will take off when the boss takes a copy of your team. So right here you'll see Deacon goes first, turn meter manipulation, decreased defense, Allure will go, put them to sleep, and then Ninja will do his AoE, Syl does her AoE stun, and Hermdig does his AoE. So we have 4 different ways to kill our copies there before they go. That's key. If your first champ doesn't give your next champs the turn, your copies will take over, and that's how a lot of people's runs fail. From here, the job is just to keep the boss's turn meter down. So we have Deacon who can do that. We have Allure who's fantastic at that. She uses her A1 only. Syl puts up some decreased speed and does turn meter cut on her A1. And Hermdig does a full turn meter reduction on his. So a lot of that gets cut in half by this boss, but at least you've got multiple turn meter manipulation. If the boss does attack us, we have the heal from Deacon, the leech from Deacon that allows us to heal, and we also then can get back through Syl's turns. Every time she takes a turn, she heals. The boss can steal somebody. We'll usually kill one of our ads if the boss gets a turn in too. So we don't stop the boss from going with this comp, but we can do it well enough to keep the bosses down, not to get enough turns to really cause trouble, and we'll kill the boss. So that's how that team works. It's really effective and some pretty easy to get champs in there. Hermdig's subbable by anybody else who does AoE wave damage. You can take out your ads. And in this comp, honestly, if I run it without him, I'm probably okay because I don't really need him to do his thing and we'd still beat the boss. So I'll pause it here and bring you back at the end. Well, that was about 3 seconds. So 2:09 on that one. The new best time for this team on this run. Maybe they're faster. I don't know what their truly best time ever is. So let me show you the team settings on this team, and then I'll go hopefully for some much faster teams as we go through. So if I go to team setup and I go down to Dark Fae, just for anybody who wants to use this team, those are Deacon's wave 1, wave 2, and the boss, he is smart. He will do what he needs to do. And you can see his speed and his accuracy there. He is not in any particular sets. And the boss has 250 speed on this boss, and you need 355 accuracy to land your abilities on her at stage 120. Obviously, it's a lot less for the other stages. So that's Deacon. Hermdig can do whatever he wants because he's really smart and resets his skills. Allure is open fine on A1. On the first round 2, she turns that off. Round 3, you can see her settings. And then Syl opens and doesn't use it. Opens, doesn't use, and opens and doesn't use Wing Beat Flurry. So Ninja, those are his skills. I turn his skills off so they're available at the boss, and then he'll prioritize them at the boss. So that's that team. I'll show builds for everybody at the very end. All right, this is endgame speed, so let's see if we can beat our 2:09 best time. I'm bringing in some big boys for this one. We've got the Marius Double Newt with Mikage and Romantu. Romantu could be Lydia or Riho as well, you know, Krizia. you know, is another sub for those guys. Mikage is just an ally attacker. It could be Farrakhan the Fat, could be Cardial. So other people you can bring in, but basically we're just trying to go for max HP. Marius isn't my fastest, so we'll lose some time with these guys taking turns. If your Marius is faster than your Newts, then this is all going to go faster. And Newt freezing somebody certainly doesn't help either. So this won't be as fast as we'd hope. And if revives somebody, that'll be even worse. And she does. So we're definitely not getting our best time. I probably could have turned on the A2s in hindsight then. That would have been faster. Oh well. So on this one, I do have the A2s from the Newts rolling. Yeah, that would have been a lot faster to have those going on the first round. You know what? All right. I restarted that one to fix that Newt being able to use his A2 in that first round. I think we'll take a lot of time off, so it wasn't really fair to that team. So he gets in there with the weekend. Now Marius goes, and look at that. We are through the first round a lot faster. That was probably 13 seconds faster. So that will slow us down a little bit on the second round because that one Newt's out of the A2. But we do get the second one to come in with his, and boom, we're through the second wave. So from here, we'll see if we can take the ads down. Hopefully we're smart enough on who we hit. So that's nice. Everybody is, well, not everybody. So they're going to speed up. I've never run this team before, so we're seeing how they do. He's attacking the boss instead of killing the ads. Well, that's probably not as helpful. All right, we are taking the ads out. Okay, so all we have left is Mikage. We got Blessed Bash coming in. We've stolen. Everybody's going to get feared. And hopefully we didn't lose a Blessed Bash through that fear. That would be a shame. So he stole first. Mikage must have my highest attack. Was not aware of that. That works, actually, so you didn't get one of your damage dealers stolen. Well, not as fast as I was hoping for, to be honest. But I do think we're certainly going to beat the 209. That is our best time so far. But yeah, I kind of thought with 2 Newts and a Marius, we'd be farther along, to be honest. I wonder if we just didn't get those Blessed Bashes off. Maybe they got feared. I didn't catch that. All right, well, 134. That is definitely a new record. Let me show you the team settings. Well, that team would definitely replace the existing team I've been running because that's certainly a lot faster. So that's Marius on the A1, A2, A3, turn 3. And then Romantu on the round 1, round 2, round 3. That's my slower Newt, round 1, round 2, round 3. Faster Newt, round 1, round 2, round 3. And Mikage, round 1, round 2, round 3. All right, so that was definitely a faster team. And as I said, I will show builds for all the champs at the end. Let me actually, just in case you're in, yeah, I will probably do that. Hold on. All right, let's up the ante. I know video's complete without a T-Ax run in it, right? So we got Calvalax in here and T-Ax and then the 3 triple hitters. I didn't set team settings. Hold on. Actually, Marius and the 2 Newts are the same, so I'll just leave them. So it's really what can, and Calvalax and T-Ax, I wouldn't need presets. Calvalax really just about getting poisons out there. And then T-Ax does his thing and whips them all out. More poisons, T-Ax goes again. Marius takes his A1, A2. We're out of there in 13 seconds. That's pretty good. Then Calvalax some more poisons up. Interestingly, Calvalax puts the poisons up and then we get our copies, so we don't get the poisons on the copies, unfortunately. All right, Blessed Bash. This might be a lot faster. Oh, if we didn't get stolen there, that would have been huge. Because now, oh, Blessed Bash. So where's the Blessed Bash? We should have had a second Blessed Bash there. I swear we didn't get the next Blessed Bash from that Newt. I probably need to check the team settings on that. I swear he didn't do his Blessed Bash. That's a bummer, because that would have been a lot faster. And a Soul Reap that doesn't actually kill anything. There's a Brimstone. Could have used that earlier. All right, 101. That's a new time. I wish I could go back and watch my own replays while I'm recording, because I'd love to see if that Newt, I mean, he's got 900,000, so he must have done a Blessed Bash. Huh. I just missed it. So, all right, 101. That's a new time. Using champs I just had built for other content. Man, it'd be nice to crack that 1 minute, wouldn't it? All right, team settings here. Marius was the same that I've been doing, so nothing different there. Calvalax, I put no team settings in. Newt does have Blessed Bash off, and Blessed Bash 1. And then the second Newt, same thing. So they must have done Blessed Bash. And then TX had no presets. So that was it. You saw stats as I went through those champs as well, if you didn't want to get to the end, but I will show the champs at the end. All right. Well, that's team 3, and we are getting faster. 209 to 134 down to 101. We got to break 1. I think I might just run this team again and bring it at the end and see if they can beat 1 on their own. Maybe that wasn't the best run. It's going to be close. We do it. 51 seconds. Yes, that team did break the minute. All right, 51 seconds, new best time. So I am pretty happy with that one to get that one down under a minute. I mean, I was 209 on my first team I've been running, so to get that down to 51 seconds just means less time farming Dark Fae for me. All right, I don't honestly know if I'm going to beat that because that is 3 max HP champs with Calvalax triggering Teox, but not everybody's going to have that team, so let's go find some more teams. All right, show you something different. This one I'm taking out one of the Newt Mariuses, so there's only 2 in here. So if you have 2 Newts, use them. If you have Marius and Newt, use them, but at least I'm not bringing 3, so I'm dropping a 2. I'll drop another one probably I'll definitely drop them all out in one of these teams I run. So bringing a Michinaki just for something different, bring some decreased defense and some Hex, Royal Guard just to do a smack, and he does some decreased speed. I don't know if he has enough accuracy to land, to be honest. And Ninja to do ninja things at the boss. So I don't think these guys will beat my Teox team for sure, but I'm just trying to show you different options in case obviously most people aren't going to have a Teox. So let's see if these guys can do some work on, and he used a big AoE. Thank you for that last champ. All right, we'll get through these waves. I'll bring you right back at the boss. All right, we're back. Let's see if we can take out the ads. I've never run this team, so all right. Marius is just quite fine there. I did have Ninja open with his A2 just in case that happened. Well, now we just lost takedown. And every single one of them feared. That was beautiful. Oh, we kept takedown, actually. That's right. I had him open with a different skill. That actually helped us out. So, all right, we will... I mean to have... Oh, yeah, I had Newt in there. Okay. So I guess we will peter our way through this, and let's let them use their skills. I'll bring you back. All right, Newt did his thing. So 108, pretty reasonable for that team, I'd say, without having the extra max HP champ in there. So Marius doing a cool million on his own. Newt outperforming him with 1.7, and Royal Guard chipping in a cool 276. Not a whole lot there. All right, let me show you team settings. All right, Marius is the same as all the other ones. Didn't change him. Michinaki is using those skills. Newt is the same as all the others. Ninja, don't do anything until the boss, and I had him open with Science Slash, which was good because he feared and would have procced on the Science Slash, but he came back with Hail Burn. And then Royal Guard, nothing, and he opens it with Hamstring at the boss to put some decreased speed. He feared it, so takedown was still available. All right, that's that team. Let's go find another one. All right, last team we're bringing in. This one, just one Marius, so I took out the Newts. The first team I showed you had no Newts or Marius, so this one I'm just trying to get down to one of them. I've got Herndig in there and Thor for damage, and same thing with Royal Guard and Ninja, so heavy damage team. Actually, not even sure if we survive this thing, so I think I set the presets. Guess we'll find out. I think we'll do well enough on the waves with all those damage dealers in there. I didn't set any presets for Thor. I'm just going to let him take waves out. And, oh, he used an A1. Thank you, Royal Guard. So we'll see if we have the right speeds to get through these guys. So Marius going first. Okay, we're good. All right, so we get to the boss. Get Ninja stolen. Thor does his job. Did not hit trick. We just hit fear on Herndig. That didn't help. Get a takedown in there. Marius going right away. All right, they're doing pretty well on time, I'd say. So not going to be as fast as the fastest team, but doing some damage. Might be Thor's first fight, by the way. I threw some gear on him for this. Stole some TX gear, so hopefully we can get a win. Ooh, boss stole a bunch of buffs there. It'd be nice if Marius was... oh, took him away. Nice job, Marius. Did not get feared. Doing well in the fear procs. Yeah, you can see we don't have much protection or healing on here, so these guys are going down in skills. So, but looks like they'll still take care of the boss. Decent, respectable time, I'd say. 1:15. All right, that is the... do we have internet? Yes, that was the final team. So let me show you team settings and builds. All right, Marius is the same as everyone you've seen. Herndig, I didn't set anything up. He's fine without it. Thor, I didn't set anything up. He's fine without it. Ninja was the same as the last one. And Royal Guard was the same as the last one. All right, let me bring in the champ, show you the champ builds as well, so you can see how these champs were built for anyone that you needed to look at. All right, got a bunch of champs here in order and what they're used, so I will try to make this quick. So Ninja is in 6-piece Merciless, and those are his stats. You can see he has the Cat's Gaze on, level 9. He has Skills Book, Nature's Wrath. Those are his masteries. Marius, those were his mastery. He has Cruelty, 4-star. No Relic. He's in Lethal. Those are his stats. I have no Doom Tower advantages. Herndig, in Lethal. Those are his stats. He's slow, but he did his job. And he's got enough accuracy to land his ability there, 355. No Relic. Brimstone, he has those masteries. Royal Guard, those masteries. Crushing Rend, 5-star. No relic. No boots. Well, I'm using the wrong Royal Guard. But he did hit. Yeah, that's the wrong Royal Guard altogether. Well, he's got 352 crit damage with no boots, so that's probably why he's slow, though, 197. So, well, he was doing some damage with takedown. Be better if he had boots on. Thor is in 1 piece of stone skin and 5 pieces of merciless. And, oh, because he's not using Teox as accessories, so it would have been nice to put one more piece on him. He's got those masteries I just put on there. He has Nature's Wrath, no relic. Newt, he is in mixed sets. He has those masteries. He has Soul Reap, 5-star, which is helpful. No relic, and those are his stats. 251 speed, 310 crit damage. Michinaki was in this fight. He is in lethal. He has those stats. No relic, heaven cast. Those are his masteries. TX, I guess I can't really show you. Those are his masteries, and those are heaven cast. No relic. You'll have to go back to the team settings when I showed you TX, because he doesn't have any gear on, because I gave it to Thor. The other Newt has those masteries, Brimstone, no relic, and those are his stats. 258 speed, he's the faster one. Calvalax is in 9-piece feral, so that he is protected against sheep, which won't matter in these fights. He has partial masteries. I was going to put Eagle Eye on him, I believe, but I never did. He has lethal dose. He has the Arachnelixir relic. Didn't really do anything in this fight, but it's pretty fun in PvP these days. So that is Calvalax. Mikage is in 9-piece protection. Those are her stats. 341 speed, 400 accuracy. As I said, you don't need that for this fight. No relic. Cruelty, 4-star. She has Eagle Eye. Romantu saw the fight. He's in Eagle Eye. He has Temporal Chains, 4-star. No relic. He's in Perception and Speed, and that's his build. And we did see Syl the Drake, Speed, Relentless. Those are her stats, 242 speed. No relic. No blessing. War Master. Deacon. War Master. Cruelty, 4-star. No relic. Mixed sets. 292 speed, 495 accuracy are his big 2 stats. And that's all the champs. So hopefully that was helpful. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams we brought in that beat Dark Fae. So told you about how to beat the boss and showed you the teams. If there's any questions, throw them in the comments. Hope it was helpful. Like and subscribe. Thanks.